Hey, good evening, traders. All right, well, I was just going through my email and I remembered that I had a request from one of my paid subscribers to do technical analysis on Fantom. So I guess might as well knock this one out real quick. We'll do it on the fly. There's four things I want to look at. I got them on the chart up here. First thing is trend lines. Secondly, we'll draw some levels, and then we'll do Fibonacci. And then we're going to zoom out, or zoom in, I should say, to the 4-hour chart and see if we spot anything there. All right, so let's get started. First thing I see right off the bat is obviously this downtrend. All right, so we're currently in this. Let's draw this out, and we'll just leave it like that. We've got three areas of touch points, and I could probably move this line up a little bit. Yeah, and we still get those touch points. It's somewhere in here. It doesn't have to be spot on, but that gives you a ballpark estimate of when the bulls start to re-enter. All right, and then I'm also seeing one on the bottom here. Now I want to start right here because that looks like a significant pivot of some sort. And sure enough, if I draw this out, it is exactly the way I want it to look and connect. So I'm going to leave that there. Now I want to show you why real quick I drew this the way I did. See all this over here? It looks like this trend line was acting as at least psychological support for a few days over here. And when we dropped hard below it, indicating that where I have this line placed is definitely significant. Likewise over here, all right, let me circle that area so you guys know what I'm talking about. See when we drop down, all right, and likewise over here, we were under it for about 4 or 5 days. When we broke up above it, we took off like a rocket, all right? So this is indicating this is definitely good support. So what do we have here? We have a big bullish triangle, all right? Let me get rid of my drawings real quick and let's go ahead and tackle some levels. All right, so I'm going to draw some levels underneath us. First of all, this definitely looks to be an area. Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to do new tab. Alt T draws my trend lines. All right, so we'll do one right here. Hello. All right, hang on a second, guys. Got something messed up here. My crosshairs. Oh, H, not T. All right, so the reason why I drew a level there, first we have a touch point here. It coincides with our touch over here and crosses our trend line. We have a touch point right here. And overall, it just looks like 3 touch points on this long of a time frame is definitely something we need to consider as a trend line. All right. Sometimes I'm not exactly sure how to explain what I'm doing. I've just done it so long, it comes like second nature to me. And so I'm sorry if I'm not always the clearest. I do my best. I'll get better as I continue to do these videos. But if you guys have questions, just go ahead and give me an ask in the comments. I see a level right here. Now, why did I put it right there? First of all, got my pen out. All right, we touched here and rejected to the upside. Then we came back down, tried again. We came real hard. This time we broke. And when we broke, we went all the way down to our trend line. Then we came back above it. And look how long we stayed on top of it. Used it as support. All right, we have a touch point here, which was harshly rejected to the upside. And so that is definitely a level of support as well. All right, what else do we have? Continuing up the chart, you see something right here. All right, so why did I place that one there? Again, look at all this time we spent under this area. And then we were rejected to the downside. We spent some time under again, bulls got up their strength, and when we got through it, we really took off. All right, indicating again a significant level of resistance / support. We came back down and sat on top of it for a few days. Now we're down below it, and it's acting as resistance. All right, so that is definitely a level. We want to draw that in. All right, so let's get going above us. And I won't explain every single one of these. You guys get the hang of what I'm doing, I'm sure. Now I've got some smart viewers with me. And so this is all, kind of fuzzy up here, but this is definitely a level. We could probably draw one right here, though less significant. So I suppose I could thicken this one up here. That's already 4. So let's move this one down to 3 or 2. Doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Maybe at this zoom level. All right. Well, anyways, I would say this level above us is a little less significant than this one up here. So I'd like to, let's zoom in and see if it makes a difference. Not really. Oh, I gotcha. All right, hang on, guys. I'm an idiot. Get my crosshairs out. Now we select the line. All right, so that's a 2. That's fine. And then let's draw this one as a 3. This one under us should be a 3 as well. All right. Those are significant lines. And actually, all of these under here should be 3s as well. In fact, this one right here could actually be a 4. Again, all the charts are very similar in the fact, all the altcoin charts and the crypto charts, in the fact that there is major support under where we currently are, which strengthens my theory that we are very close to a bottom. And in fact, on some charts, I'm seeing that it's just a matter of hours before the bulls come out again. Of course, on many charts, we have all of this time till we get to a downtrending line. Bitcoin's the same way. So we could take up to a week on the overall crypto market before, the bulls really come out in full force. And that's just what I'm seeing. All right. On to the levels. All right. So we have lots of volume here at this zoom level. I'm wondering if I zoom out anymore, if that lowers. Yes. All right. So that is perfect because that is actually lots of volume and also a level. All right. So I would mark that one, yes, as probably a 3. Lots of resistance there. Oh, I gotta select my. All right. Because there's lots of price action on this level, on top of it, through it, underneath it, above it. All of that signifies that is a level as well. And might as well continue this out and draw the rest of our levels up. Got one right here. And I want to mark that one as a 2. And the reason why I mark it as a 2 is because it's the first time we're really in this area. So we really don't have a lot of price action, but we have significant, when we were up that high, we had lots of touch points on this. So it definitely is something to pay attention to and to respect. All right, and then we've got 1 or 2 more above us. We could really draw one right there. Again, a lot of times, guys, when we're in a bullish move, we won't spend a lot of time knocking our heads against that. But they are levels to pay attention to, and my Substack subscribers, you guys know this. I teach this, how to play these levels on our moves up and down, and how you can capitalize even entering long on a downward trend. So you're going against the river. You're going against the trend. You often hear in trading, the trend is your friend, and never enter trades against the trend. I guess as a more experienced trader, that is something you can do if you know what you're doing. As a beginner or a rookie trader, I definitely would not recommend making entries against the trend like I do, oftentimes. But I've been at this for a while. And again, I don't always know how to teach what I'm doing. As I do more of these videos, hopefully I'll get better and I'll understand how to explain this to people in a way that they can understand and absorb. All right, so we've drawn our trend lines, and might as well see, this is a bullish triangle, guys. I don't care what anybody says, we are on an uptrend overall. So might as well measure it out as I do. Remember, I take it from the top of the triangle to the bottom and estimate where we're going to break out. I would say our breakout probably will not be till we conquer that big significant resistance above us. All right, so then our target becomes $4. All right, that is a huge target on Fantom. All right, so somewhere in there is our target, $4. And that's what you're aiming for when you enter this trade. Now, again, as beginners, I would not advise entering a trade like this until you see confirmation of a bullish move. Confirmation on this sort of a move means that we exit this triangle. So we're on the other side of this area somewhere. All right. So once you see a bullish candle come above, and then remember, you often need a second one and maybe a third. You want another candle to open and close above that line. And sometimes I like to see a third. Now, the caveat here, you're definitely not going to make as much money. It's a more conservative way of trading, all right? Because you're not going to be entering down here where I enter. You're waiting to see confirmation so that you know more assuredly that we are going to begin a bullish run. Now, I see it over here already, and that's because of a confluence of indicators that I'm seeing on these charts. Two of them we're still going to capture. All right, so let's get to our Fibonacci. That's our third on the list. And we're going to start down here where we broke above the 50-day, because ever since that time to, end of October, we were on an upward move. So let's draw our Fibonacci from there. What I'm going to do is go to the top of the body here. All right, that looks to be a good level. Why does that look to be a good level? All right, well, it's kind of hard to see with all of my drawings. Let me see if I can hide these temporarily. Hide drawings. All right, let's do Fibonacci again and see if that captures, and then we'll talk about this. Redrew it. Hang on a second. All right, let's just zoom in here because we don't need all of this. So 0.236 comes with a major level that I've already drawn. That coincides with that, supporting the fact of where I started the trend. All right, I started the Fibonacci on the upside of the 50. As soon as we broke on the upside of the 50-day, I started that Fibonacci because that's essentially where we began this long bull run all the way through end of October. And we peaked up here. Now I drew to the body because we have two touch points there supporting that is where most of the volume, most of the price action capitulated. So that is the top of my Fibonacci, and I believe that is a great area to draw it to. All right, and in addition, you can see that a lot of these levels on Fibonacci are conjunctively supporting levels that I've already drawn, such as the 0.236. 0.50 comes at a major level, so we should almost thicken this level that I draw right here, because that's going to become more significant since that is the 50% Fibonacci retracement level as well. So you're going to come up into that area and you're going to hit your heads. That may actually be where the battle is done between the bulls and the bears to cross over this downtrending black line. All right. So we could even move that up a little bit. And that would shorten the time frame, though, of course. So that means we don't go for another week, but we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 days. Well, almost a week before we. But either way, it takes us a little bit higher. So depending on where our exit point is, that's how you measure the target. I'm going to put it back where it was. $4 seems a reasonable target for this one. And that's, of course, once we have confirmed and break outside of this bullish triangle. All right. So last thing I want to do here, not to make this video too long, but let's zoom into our 4-hour chart. And what I want to look for here is bullish divergence. I did a video yesterday on the daily update, and I spotted bullish divergence on 5 or 6 different charts. It's no different here. I see it right off the bat. All right, so our 4-hour chart is telling us a lot. The body of these candles starts right here. We can essentially draw this down, and you have yourself bearish price action. Of course, that's the trend, as it has been in the altcoin space for the last 2 or 3 weeks. But if we look at our RSI, we start here at the tip, move it up, and we definitely have bullish divergence right here, meaning that our time of living down in this space, down in this area, is drawing very near to an end. All right, and that is all supported with everything that I've already drawn. You see this triangle, and I'm going to thicken those lines so we know how important this triangle is. The market is definitely looking at that and respecting that. All right. And we have this bullish divergence. We have the 20-day moving average crossing the 50-day. And we're hovering right on the 20-day is starting to push up as well. All of this is signifying that Fantom is getting ready for a bull break. Again, we have all the way to the end of this triangle, which actually can go all the way into the 1st of January, the 31st of December to the 1st of January. Like if we continue to squeeze down into this area, that's all the way, see the date down there, 30th, 31st, 1st of January. So we can go that long before the bulls really come out. And it is a waiting game at this point, guys. So don't let any flushes before this level scare you too badly, because that is just the market manipulators checking your courage and setting off stops and capturing a price discount that cannot be achieved any other way. All right, so we are near an end in this altcoin space all over, and this chart fully backs that theory up. All right, so that is how I do technical analysis. That's basically all I do. That's all there is to it, guys. It's not that hard, not that difficult to learn this stuff. You can do it as a free subscriber on TradingView. Now this VPVR tool I've added since I've become a premium member, and I found it quite useful. I really enjoy this tool a lot because it shows me where all the volume is. And so I'm keeping that up there to help you guys as well. But everything that I have done here, I used to do it all on the free charts. All right, hopefully that helps, and best of luck in all of your trades, as always. Peace.